Do you realize how a lot of the content that I talk about is about your mindset? If you want to improve your life, have your dream reality, all your desires, it all comes from the mind. It's not how much you work, the labor you put in. It's all about the mind. It starts with the mind. So if you want success, focus on growing your mind. Today, we're going to be talking about growth mindset. I absolutely love growth mindset. And if you've been following me for a while, you have probably seen me talk about growth mindset in the past. So if you're on a self-improvement journey, a spiritual journey, whatever journey you're on to improve yourself, it's all coming from the mind. So we have growth mindset, which is a mindset that you cultivate where you continue to grow. You continue to learn. You embrace learning. Whatever obstacles, mistakes, failures come your way, you take that as an opportunity to learn and grow. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we have fixed mindset, which is a mindset which is fixed. You're kind of stagnant. You're stuck. When failure or a mistake comes your way, you don't see that as an opportunity of growth. You essentially put yourself in a victim mindset and you don't embrace learning. You can see this with the people that peaked in high school, because there's people out there that literally live in the successes that they only had during high school and not the successes or strive for success after high school. Even college. People think college is like, that's it after that. You go to college, you succeed in college, you get your job, and that's it. They don't continue to grow. They don't continue to learn. They peak there. I still haven't even hit my peak because I'm continuing to grow. I'm continuing to learn. I have this growth mindset that I absolutely love. Now, with growth mindset, it's absolutely beautiful because after college, after high school, or if you didn't even do any of those, you're still in the school of life. There's always something to learn in this beautiful life that we live in, this beautiful world. Mother Gaia. We're still in school, so might as well learn from all the lessons that we have going on around us. And if you find yourself in a repetitive pattern, things keep happening to you, the same thing over and over again. Let's say you find yourself in a relationship and it was a toxic relationship. So you eventually got yourself out of that relationship and then you move on to another relationship and the exact same thing happens to you. Guess what? That's the universe telling you that there is a lesson that you haven't learned and that you need to look into and learn. So when you get into another relationship, you don't repeat those same patterns. It's going to keep repeating itself over and over again until you learn the lesson for you to move on. And this doesn't have to be for relationships. This can be for your job, any other aspect in your life. The universe is going to keep sending you the lesson over and over and over again until you're able to digest and learn from that lesson so you don't repeat that same mistake. Now, I've had toxic relationships in the past. I found myself there. And sadly, that is me creating that reality of the relationship. I manifested that. That was lessons that I needed to learn for me to grow and improve. Now, since I have learned and saw my lessons that kept repeating itself, I don't want to go back to the same toxic cycle that I was in. I know I deserve more. I know I'm better than that. I'm not going to go back into that toxic past that I had. It's because I have this growth mindset. And so this goes for so many different areas in your life. Cultivate a growth mindset if you want to see change in your world, see change in your outer reality. Don't live in that fixed mindset, because if you live in that fixed mindset, you'll continue oh my god, continuing having that same problem within your life. Now, with the growth mindset, I'm going to speak upon my own journey. So I was raised as someone that had to go to college, get a good job, you'll make all the money, you'll see success. I had a lot of pressure that way on myself. So that's what I did. I was like, fuck all the things that I wanted to really do, like be a football player, be an artist or something like that when that I was feeling in high school, and pursue electrical engineering because that was something that I was essentially good at. So I got to college, everything was fine and dandy. I was being an electrical engineer. Then my house burned down and I fell into a very depressive state. I picked up a job as a server and a bartender, and I started to work my way up. I started to kind of cultivate a growth mindset because I didn't want to be on the lower end of the tier. I wanted to grow. I was like, I see bartending as a way to make more money and it seems fun. There's some skills. So I started to cultivate my skills within bartending and went up on, I guess, the pay ladder, the pay grade. Then I was like, this isn't serving me anymore. I want to continue to grow. I'm going to be limited. I'm going to be capped. So I decided to move over into content creation. And I started to do a lot of vape content in the past. And I started to grow myself as a vape trickster. I saw a lot of growth. I was editing a lot of the videos every single day. And that was another skill that I started to cultivate, was becoming a video editor and learning how to edit through the art of vape. And now I have the skills to edit any video. I have edited music videos. I have edited wedding videos, vlogs. Any video I have the ability to make because I cultivated, I learned and grew those skills. Then I shifted over to longboarding. Boom, right there in the back. And I took a lot of the skills that I learned from the whole vape journey and transferred it over to longboarding and did the same thing. I started to grow even more. But I saw the growth mindset happen so much better within longboarding as opposed to anything else I decided to pursue. Because longboarding, it was more of like I was a little bit older. So I kind of felt like I couldn't grow at some point. But I really wanted to push myself and see how far I went. And since longboarding for me over here in Austin, Texas, the community is very small. There's not many longboard dancers out here. So it was definitely more of an individual sport for me. And that allowed me to have competition within myself. Once again, we're talking about competition. I had competition within myself and I had to improve if I wanted to see growth. So I kept competing with myself, seeing how far I can go, cultivating a growth mindset and learning even more tricks after more tricks after more tricks, just furthering my craft. And it really started to settle in the growth mindset that I can do anything that I want to do as long as I put my mind to it. I failed a lot. I fell a lot on the longboard. I failed at so many different tricks, but every time I failed or had a mistake, I really took the time to look within and really review what I was doing wrong to fix that trick, to make it better. So I think skating in general just really helped me with a growth mindset and seeing that I can continue to grow. Now with the content that I'm making, speaking, I'm over here growing my craft as a speaker, being able to talk to the camera, being able to talk freely. I used to be very scared. I was the kid in class that would never raise their hand and speak. I hated, absolutely hated when we had group presentations and we had to speak to the class. I was so shy. Now look at me now. I'm over here growing my craft as a speaker. And that wants me to tie into documentation. I'm really stressing documentation is important. Instead of using social media to essentially flaunt your life, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to me. But you could use social media as a tool to grow your life. That's what I've been doing with all these journeys, is documenting my progress within social media because it allows me to go back and see what areas I need to improve on. And it also forces me to become uncomfortable, put me out of my comfort zone, and really grow and work on my craft. Now I'm able to talk freely into the camera. I do have mistakes. You saw me make a mistake earlier. I own it. So I want you to see that you can put yourself out there and have growth. Just cultivate a growth mindset. Don't think you peaked. Just know that you can still learn and keep moving forward. I can talk so much on this growth mindset. So we'll probably see more videos about this in the future. But really, cultivate a growth mindset. Believe that you can do whatever you want to do out of this life. Learn from your mistakes. We're going to be here. Might as well just have fun and grow and see how far we can take things. Really chase the life of our dreams. Don't become stagnant. One thing that is inevitable is change. Change always happens. Learn how to embrace change. Learn how to dance with the storms, which is kind of cool because it's actually raining right now. Learn how to dance with the storms. Become enlightened. You know there's going to be ups and downs within life, but you can dance with it through ease. And if you need help with any of this, please reach out to me. DM me on Instagram. I'm a self-improvement and spirituality coach. I've been through the ringer. I know the struggles that we all go through as creators and human beings, and I'm still learning, still growing on my craft, while leaving you bits and pieces of information that I know will help you on your own journey. So whatever you do in life, chase your dreams, be you, grow your mind, love yourself, and have a wonderful day. Welcome to the 5D.